Good morning. Welcome to the Volunteer Voice. I am Tresa Ballard from Arundel Community College, and today I am very glad to have a very good friend of our program, the Hospice of the Chesapeake, back. I am joined by Chris Wilson, who is the Director of Advancement and Volunteer Services, again for Hospice of the Chesapeake. So good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So Hospice of the Chesapeake is a great partner of the community college. In fact, you all were the Sarbanes Center Partner of the Year a few years ago, and I know that you also have some connection to our nursing program, so I'm glad that you're here.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so tell us why you're here today. November is a special month, I understand.
November is a special month. It is National Hospice and Palliative Care Month, so all month long we will be celebrating the work that we do throughout our community and across the nation.
That's great. So it's not just our local hospice, it's kind of a big...
It's all across the nation. It's a national celebration of hospice care and palliative care.
Okay. And I know that you've come today to talk to us about some of your current volunteer needs that are a little bit ongoing. But when we were chatting, you were reminding me that the hospice, hospice was started by volunteers? Not just the Hospice of the Chesapeake, or talk to us about that.
A Hospice of the Chesapeake was started 40 years ago by 4 volunteers around a kitchen table in Severna Park, Maryland.
Wow.
And that very first year, we served 4 patients. And since then, we have grown and we have served in those 40 years over 42,000 patients in our community.
Incredible.
It is incredible. It's incredible.
So at that time, obviously, a ratio of 1 to 1, right? One
yes,
volunteer
one
for one
volunteer
patient.
Correct.
Yeah, sort of assures a certain amount of care. I would imagine now with the census being so large,
Yes.
that your need is greater. I know you have a wonderful staff there, but tell us about how volunteers help you get done what you need to get done and
Sure.
what you need.
Absolutely. So first of all, we have about 250 active volunteers that support our patients and families throughout the year, and they do various needs for the organization. Everything from patient care, which really is helping support and enhance quality of life for patients and families by providing companionship, practical assistance, and just a listening ear for those patients and families.
Okay.
We also have vigil volunteers, which actually sit with the family and the patient on the very last hours of life, the last 48 hours of life, typically.
Okay.
And those volunteers actually have to go through some additional training to really understand the physical and spiritual aspects of dying.
Okay.
But we don't just have patient care volunteers as well. We have lots of need for administrative volunteers. That's often a question I get. Do I have to work with patients and families? No, you actually don't. We need lots of support in the office with mailings, special projects, filing, even making phone calls to patient families to check on them and find out if they have everything they need.
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's an incredible range of things.
Well, there's more.
Oh,
Well, there's more. So we really try to have lots of different ways and offer many different things for people to get involved. We have a very special program, a We Honor Veterans program. So we actually have volunteers that help us honor and salute the veterans in the last weeks and days of their life as well.
That's right.
We have that very special need for volunteers, as well as we have a very robust healing arts program, and we have lots of volunteers who can do things such as aromatherapy, comfort touch, and music therapy for our patients and families as well to help them ease their pain and help lift their spirits.
Wow. Okay. So it's interesting. And I do remember a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago now, we had someone who came with us and talked about your need for things like crocheted blankets for your veterans. To honor veterans, rather.
Absolutely.
So that just makes me think everything that you've described, that's a huge range of things. So you need folks who might have office skills, people who might be artistic, people who might want to serve veterans, folks who might have a heart to literally be with a family at a time that someone is passing.
Absolutely.
And then patient care. So how do you even think about training a group of volunteers like that? And if someone, do the people need to come in with those skills, or what are you looking for?
So we really try to match what the volunteer interest and skill is with the need and what really their talent and what they want to offer. But we do offer special trainings. Obviously, there's an onboarding process for all of our volunteers, and that really is to protect our patients and families and to make sure that the volunteer has the proper skill and knowledge to do the job that they wish to do for the organization.
Great.
That training typically takes place online at this point, and then there are several offerings throughout the year, in-service trainings to offer support and guidance to the volunteers and allow them also to bond with one another so they can share experiences and share knowledge.
Okay. And then, so if someone just has an interest in working with any one of these areas, and they're not sure, thinking that maybe, okay, well, I don't have any past history doing that. How can they reach out, just have a conversation with you?
Absolutely.
Or what would you like for folks to do?
Absolutely. They just need to reach out to us. They can visit our website at hospicechesapeake.org. They can email us at joinus@hospicechesapeake.org, or they can give us a call at 410-987-2003. And let's just have a conversation about what is the best fit for you and what are your goals and how do you want to give back.
Oh, that is great, and actually a lovely way to sort of wind things down, because that to me is that you've got so much going on. It's a wealth of information. I don't want folks to be overwhelmed. So if they think, you know what, this is something that I'm interested in, it sounds like it might be something for me, just start, call Chris, have a conversation. She'll help you find a spot there.
Absolutely. We'd love to have them be part of the Hospice of the Chesapeake family.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for listening to the Volunteer Voice, 1430 WNAV. We try to offer this program as an opportunity for nonprofits to come on and chat with us about their volunteer needs. And then we also like to talk to volunteers about why it is they feel it's important to give back. You can find podcasts of last week's episode of this show, in addition to other great content, in the on-demand section at 1430WNAV.com. Thank you again, Chris and Hospice of the Chesapeake, and thank you for listening to the Volunteer Voice on your hometown station, 1430 WNAV.